Hello, this video today is going to cover lesson 1.3, which is covering end behavior. Hi, this is lesson 1.3. We are talking about the concept of end behavior in this lesson. The key thing to know about end behavior is we are only looking at the ends of the graph. In other words, we don't even care what happens in the middle. That is totally irrelevant to us because we are only caring about the ends of the graph. And so we're going to focus all of our attention on the ends. And so that's described here. End behavior is what's happening at the ends of the graph, what is happening on the left end, and what is happening on the right end. Is the graph going up towards positive infinity, or is it going down towards negative infinity, or is it going horizontally towards a specific number? And so here I just am showing you two different examples. This one, we're talking about only the left end and the right end. That's why it's highlighted. On this one, we're only talking about the left end and the right end. That's where it's highlighted. We don't care about the middle. And so when we look at these, remember that this side would be our negative infinity side on our on our x-axis, and this would be positive infinity on the x-axis. And then this would be positive infinity on the y-axis, and this would be negative infinity on the y-axis. So, we assume that these axes go forever in each direction. And so that's kind of what we're asking, is what direction is it going? And sometimes it's going towards infinity, but sometimes it is going towards a number. And so when we talk about this, we are using a specific notation for end behavior. And so this is our sentence, like our end behavior sentences. These are these sentences. I'm going to have to tell you what these sentences mean and kind of read it for you because it's symbols that are new to you probably. This says, as x approaches negative infinity. As x approaches negative infinity. What that means is as it's going to the left. As this graph goes towards the left, what is happening to the y direction? Is it going up or down? Okay, so that's what we're asking with this sentence. So as we go to the left, we can see if, like back to Pierre, let's say Pierre's moving backwards and he's moving towards the left, he's going down, isn't he? He's going down towards negative infinity. Okay, and then this half of the sentence says, as x goes towards positive infinity, that means that Pierre is moving to the right, and if he's going to the right towards positive infinity, which way is he going, up or down? He's going down towards negative infinity. So in this case, both sides are going down. Both sides are going towards negative infinity. That's what that sentence means. Let's take a look at graph B. Same exact sentence, I just have the blanks. We're going to fill in the blanks, but the other parts of that sentence are the exact same. And so again, let's think about Pierre. As x goes towards negative infinity, so again, that means as we are going towards the left, what is happening to the y value? Is it going up or down? So we're over here, we're looking at this graph. As Pierre is moving to the left, he's going down. He's going towards negative infinity. And then the other way, as Pierre goes towards the right, and again, the question being, if he goes towards the right, is he going up or down? And so as he goes to the right, he's going to be going up. And up is positive infinity. So that's how we talk about end behavior. A lot of times it is infinities, positive infinity or negative infinity, but sometimes it is a number, and we will look at some of those cases as well. All right, so let's look at a couple of examples. Once again, with end behavior, we only look at the ends. We don't even care what happens in the middle. That's not even relevant to us. We just want to know on the end what is happening. And so I've kind of broken up the sentence into two parts so we can see them. But again, this is negative infinity. It's going to the left. This is positive infinity, going to the right. So on the left side, it's going down towards negative infinity. On the right side, it's also going down towards negative infinity. Let's take a look at number 2. We are going to focus our attention on the left side and on the right side only, not the middle. We don't care about the middle. So on the left, it's going up. It's going towards positive infinity. On the right, it's going down. It's going towards negative infinity. Okay, these next two are a little bit different because we've been talking about infinity symbols, but these next two actually aren't going towards infinity, right? Well, part of it is. Let's take a look. But some of them are going to be going towards a number instead. And that is a possibility. So I would encourage you to write that in the margin, that it can be positive infinity or negative infinity, or it could be just a number. And so remember, as x goes towards negative infinity, that means towards the left. Where is it going? Well, it's hard to see, but you've learned about exponential graphs before where it's getting closer and closer to a number, but it never gets there. So this is going down, 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 closer and closer. These axes, I probably should have included more of the graph. This is 5, so this is like 5, this is 4, this is 3, this is 2, etc. The reason they're dark there is that it's like a major point like these. Okay, but this is 5, 4, 3, 2. This would be 6, and then 7, and then 8, and so forth. So this graph actually goes lower, all right? But as it's going down, 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 it's getting closer and closer to 5. But it never gets there. But that's where it's going. As far as the up-down values, right? The second half of the sentence deals with up and down, so it's getting closer and closer to 5, and it never crosses 5. On the right-hand side, though, as Pierre goes to the right, he's going up, and it looks to me like he's going up towards positive infinity. Let's think of that same concept for number 4. On number 4, as we go to the left, it's going down, down towards negative infinity. As we go to the right, it's going up, and it's going up towards, what do you think that number is? Looks like a -1, -2, right? It's getting closer and closer and closer to -2, but it never gets there. It's basically how high or how low it's going. And it's going up towards -2, but it never actually gets there. It's not going up to positive infinity. It's never going to cross that bar. It's called a asymptote. It never crosses it. So it's not going up towards infinity. It's only going up towards -2. Okay, let's turn the page real quick. On this page, we're done with the lesson, but I do want you to write down some things from end behavior. So what are some things that you need to think about from end behavior? Write down that information here in the summary. If you had questions about this lesson, I'm going to turn the page back again. If you have questions about this lesson, write down your questions in the margins. That's where you write your questions down. That reminds you that when you come to class tomorrow or whenever it is, and I say, do you have questions in the notes? You say, oh, right, can you tell me about? And then you ask your question. So make sure you write down questions in the margins. And that's the end of today's lesson.